I'm back sewing clamshells in the garden. Yay, summer's return. Woo! I was just trying to make a gift bag to give to my next door neighbours because they're moving away. I've just bought a small little present for them and I've already done it completely wrong. It's so easy as well. And ta-da! Little gift bag. Super sweet. They're going to live on a boat. So yeah, hence the boat theme. So shaping this clamshell hat is all about doing little tacking stitches to hold your pieces in place before you then applique it. Seems to be the best way of making sure when you've got the change in shape that your pieces definitely stay in the right place. But it does mean a lot of knotting, cutting, joining, knotting, cutting, joining. So I've pinned in place the top circle, as you can see, in between the individual petals here. So now I can applique around the edge. There we go. So now I need to take all the papers out because it's still a little bit bulky with all of those. But that's the top bit. So then I need to go on to the bit around the bottom. Shall I try it on? Look like a piece of fruit, I think. Some sort of flower fairy. Oh yay, I think that's my paper pieces delivery. Woo! Exciting! So these are the pieces for my skeleton. So I can get wrapping. So I'm making a few tweaks to Hexite, adding some more features. I've started off by being able to add columns and rows to each, the top, the bottom, left and right, as well as removing them. So if you've started from the middle but you feel like you just need a couple of additional rows, I decided to make the design larger, then obviously you can then add that in. And then I'm also looking at adding borders, so that's taking a little bit longer, but it is coming together now. So a couple of changes coming up. I've also given the interface a slight overhaul, which works really well, particularly on desktop, laptop, which I just think that the screen is bigger and it works better than on your phone anyway. On your phone is fine for a little play, but I think if you have a serious design, then it is better on a larger screen, or actually tablet would work really well as well. So exciting times there. And then I'm shortly going to be going back to Isosite, a few tweaks to things that weren't quite working when I tested them, and then hopefully that'll be going to beta soon. So, coming on quite well. Put it on over my. So that's the where it flares out. Obviously, I'm going to have the brim, but it's quite interesting. The best way to attach these wider ones is to attach them to each other there, so you have a chain. And then again to do a little tacking stitches in the middle here and then here, and then make sure that that's centered and do each one. But that's the best way of getting a nice fit and sort of making it flare out like it should do. So nearly finished the top part, so then it's on to the actual lining. New next door neighbours moving in, exciting. So I bought this dress from Etsy, new. I quite often buy new things from, not Etsy, what am I talking about, eBay. And it's just a bit strange on, kind of sort of baggy around here. So anyway, it's long down to the ground. So I thought, it's pretty, it's like a gold, sort of sparkly. I thought I'm going to turn it into a skirt. I'm just going to put some elastic in it, so it's like a really nice, easy, beachy sort of skirt. Just quite simply with some elastic. I'm going to, it's got a lining, so I'm going to cut just where this waist is. There is a zip there which I'll have to unpick and then sew it up. I'm going to right side together, sew along the top and switch around the right way, sew again to make a trough to feed the elastic into. I think that's just the fastest way to do it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to sew up where the zip was on both this and this is the lining, and then this is the outer. So I've just loaded some white thread. So I'm being kind of lazy to some extent because I know that I cut evenly close to the band on the dress. I'm letting their measurements work for me, so I'm not even going to measure it to make sure it's consistent all the way around, which is somewhat lazy, but this is just a quick little thing. So I'm going to trust that the maker of this outfit, even though it was a bit disastrous in my opinion, had measured before they put the band on. Somewhere in here I have some thinking tears. Ah. Putting the lining back inside the skirt. So basically those two bits are just attached together around the top now. And now I need to add a channel. So basically I just stitch another row beneath, which I will then feed some elastic through. So I've wrestled both ends through and made sure the elastic doesn't turn. And I've just secured it because I'm going to try it on. Pin it and then sew it. Ta-da! My little flower, which I'm going to put on my hat. How cute is that? So my son said he would never wear anything like it because it's nowhere near neutral enough, and well, clearly I don't have a problem with it because I wear these trousers. Oh yeah. So Isosite is coming on really well. I think it's getting to the point now where I can start to think about beta. So I've sent messages to all my Hexite supporters that bought it when it's full price, to invite them to opt in to the next beta for Isosite. I've had quite a lot of positive interest, so I'm just working on the instructions, which I will obviously send out with the listing when it goes live soon. So if you are one of those people, I have contacted you. These are people who have paid for Hexite via Etsy for the full price, not a previous beta testing price. So check your messages on Etsy and your email inbox as I have been in touch.
we're back in Plymouth and all the work's been done and all the fence is taken away and we can actually see the difference. Yay!
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. See you next time.